when it started. Cool crushed and couldn't miss the target. Moved up, my lips are barely parted to say, how are you doing, baby? Would you like to take a walk right through the garden? Maybe have a picnic in the forest. Away, you can. It's just a thing that we can do one day. Your mind has changed. It's cool and I'm a patient man. I'll just wait. Yeah, I'll just wait. Cool crush while lovers play.
Fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, welcome to my channel. This is IKTG Tarot, and I am Marcellus. For those who have never been to my channel before, I do a 5-card tarot spread, and I start off with an energy oracle animal spirit card first. The 5-card spread is as follows. The first position is the past, the second is the present, the third is the mutual energy between yourself or the party or situation, the fourth is the future, and the fifth is the most likely outcome. So we'll start with Aries. Aries, comment if you like this song. It's called Cool Crush, and basically when I was meditating in fire sign energy, that is the phrase that came to me, Cool Crush, and the inspiration behind the song. So if you like it, please press the like button. Subscribe to the channel. My goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers, and I believe that I can do that. So with your help, Aries, that would be great. Also, in the description box, I'll leave information for personal readings if this does resonate with you, because this is a general energy reading. And also in there, you'll see different stuff like my Instagram. You'll probably see a good karma donation that I continue to bring these songs and these readings through spirit. So for you, Aries, so we're gonna get going. We're gonna shuffle these a couple more times, and then we'll see what energy Aries is in for this time period. One more. I love this deck. This is Animal Spirit, The Wild Unknown Animal Spirit by Krans. So I'll also put that in the information description box below. Alright, Aries. Spirit, show me the card that best represents the star sign Aries and their current energy. And there it goes. Pops right out. Alright, Aries, so you guys get the Crow. And what I intuitively read from this is you has this golden opportunity. It's your ships are coming in, a golden opportunity, and you are holding this as your treasured prize, because you have the Crow, which is that's the alchemical sign for air. So it is a coveted new opportunity that you have, coveted as being those around you wanted this opportunity as well, and you are the one to get it. That's what I'm getting energetically from this. It's very good. Very good energy. We're going to look in the book to see what it says for in the book, exactly what it is here, because I'm a new reader, and this is new cards for me too, so that's what I get from it. Crow, spiritually strong, creative, watchful. The crow has long been a symbol of magic. A crow personality is drawn to the supernatural and has a gift for seeing unseen, knowing the unknown. It is said that the crow holds within its mind's eye the 3 realities, past, present, and future. Crow energy is potent and should only be tapped into when the mind is clear. Those with the crow tendencies must balance their lives with a healthy diet, joyful friends, and regular self-study. So like I said, there are those, it's coveted. It is something that opportunity or something that you now have that others want. And that pretty much states that too as well. What I was getting off that. So let's go into the tarot and see if that is the same. We get a good story here with the tarot.
doing, babe? And would you like to take a walk right through the garden? Maybe have a picnic in the forest. Away we can. It's the thing that we can do one day.
All right.
Your mind has changed. It's cool enough for patient man. I'm just waiting. Yeah, I'm just waiting.
All right, we're doing two more, Aries. Ooh, Ace of Cups. Very nice. In your energy too, King of Wands. One more.
Not just waiting. Cool crush right up a spray.
All right. Do a cut of the deck. All right. Spirit, show me the cards I need to see that represents star sign Aries for this time period. Show me the card I need to see, Spirit. Show me the cards that best represent Aries for this current time period. Represents Aries. Show me the cards that best represent star sign Aries for this time period. Spirit, show me the cards I need to see. Spirit, show me the cards I need to see that best represents the star sign Aries for this time period. Show me the cards that best represent the star sign Aries for this time period. Show me the cards that best represent the star sign Aries, Spirit. Show me the cards that best represent the star sign Aries. Show me the cards that best represent the star sign Aries for this time period. Oh, that definitely wants to come out. Oh, those two. We'll do it that way. So, as I was saying before, the ship's coming in. We have 3 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So let's see the rest of this story. Nice. So it's very high vibrational all the way around, especially with the general overall energy of the Crow. However, in this past, we had the 6 of Cups in reverse. So this was a past person, perhaps, or someone that you emotionally thought it was equal in the past. That is not the case. It might be because you're moving forward in this much higher vibration, and that other person is not in alignment with that anymore with you as it was in the past. But that's okay, because it's the past anyway. In the present, we have the 9 of Cups. This is Piscean energy, but this is wish fulfilled card. This is your wishes coming true. You in a very emotionally satisfying time right now, and it probably most likely has to do with that general overall energy of the Crow, where you have things or something that everyone kind of wants, or an opportunity that everybody wants. That was a wish of yours that was fulfilled. We had 2 9s, so a little bit of synchronicity, but in the mutual energy between you and this person is the 9 of Swords. I believe it's the other person from the past is in this energy. I think they're having, like, I think you're in a high vibrational, and it's a 9 for you only in the aspect that you kind of are still tied to them energetically. You can always have like strands or cords, if you will, that are linked between 2 people. And I think the only reason why this is a mutual energy between you and this person is because they are very much up at night and having this high anxiety and not being able to rest because the situation wasn't or didn't turn out the way they wanted it to be. Because you are tied to it in a certain way, energetically speaking, that is why this card is in the mutual energy between the 2 of you. But I don't really think it's affecting you as much. Could be. I mean, this wish of yours could have been stressful at one time, and so you're coming off of that. In the future energy, we have the moon. This is major arcana, usually represents Cancer and or Pisces. Usually Cancer is how I read it. Sometimes Pisces, just depending on how it looks. But this is an illusion, or not knowing everything. Sometimes it's kind of like what's done at night, that you may not be aware of. It's kind of that energy. But it's an okay energy in the fact that because you're so in a high vibration, I'll take the positive things from this card and say that there are some things that are going to be revealed to you, illuminated to you, just because that's the energy that's going to happen in the future. And it's totally fine because the most likely outcome is the Emperor, which is the major arcana for Aries, for your sign. So you'll be in your full power once this is revealed to you. You'll be in your full power, and you very much be embodying all the kings, because that's what the Emperor is. He embodies all 4 kings. He's emotionally stable. He's brings things into the tangible, to the 3D, like the King of Pentacles. He understands the logic of what is going on, so the mental realm of what is going. And he also is extremely passionate, which we know that all you fire signs understand that very much. Go right for, especially Aries, extremely probably the most impulsive sign in the zodiac, as far as cardinal goes, but definitely in the zodiac, you guys are highly impulsive. And perhaps this Leo full moon, maybe that has to do with that moon card, is the reason why you're emotionally charged into this situation. But you're the winner anyway, so you're winning, so keep winning. I mean, that's the energy of this, is totally winning, waiting for your ships to come in. Yeah, fantastic. Fantastic energy. So thank you very much, Aries. All right, we're gonna go to Leo next. Leo, if you use the timestamp, I just want you to know that this is a general energy reading. I start off with the spirit animal card, or for your overall general energy. I also do a 5-card spread, and that 5-card spread is as follows. The first position is the past, the second position is the present, the third is the mutual energy between yourself and the other person, or the party or situation, as it were. The fourth is the future, and the fifth is the most likely outcome. All right, we're going to start off with the Animal Oracle card. So, Leo, if you like the song, press like, share, comment, please subscribe. My goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers, and I can do that with your help for sure. If you like the song, press the like button if you like the song. Also leave a comment if you like the song. It was inspired by the words that came to me when I was meditating in fire signs energy, which was Cool Crush. And there we go. Song. I'm gonna do a couple more shuffles. You guys are very high energy, Leo, and that might have to do with that recent full moon that was in your sign. So perhaps maybe some of you set some intentions when the new moon was in Aquarius and then came to full in your sign, our sign, Leo. We'll do one more. Just feel one more for you guys. Very good. Are we gonna cut the deck? All right, Spirit. Show me the card I need to see that represents the energy. Ooh. For Leo. That jumped out. All right, so you guys have the Earthworm, and it seems like you're in a protective energy. I'm going to read it, what I feel from it intuitively. So it's earth energy, the alchemical sign for earth or elemental. But I believe that you are guarding something, and it's like a jewel or a person or something incredibly valuable to you, to your heart space. And you're completely, guarding it you're just really, really protecting this person or this, it's a protective mode. It's very grounded energy. It's very much, it's like encapsulating something that is extremely, just important to you. That's what I get from that. I mean, you're really protecting this, is what I feel. It's just like a mother protecting her children, or, all through nature, how mothers protect their children. And male or female, it's just the energy that I'm getting is extremely protective. That's what I'm getting from it mostly. I'm trying to pull some other words that are coming through, but it's so protected that very little is coming through. But I'm gonna read it, what it says here in the book. Earthworm. Shy, hesitant, reluctant to share inner vision. We have all felt the woes of the earthworm at some point along the way. Earthworm indicates a newbie or novice working to establish confidence in a new field. Others around you may seem wise and experienced, but it's important to remember they once felt earthworm energy too. This card is a reminder not to be intimidated or lose hope. Mastery takes time, and you're on the right track. Besides, rumor has it beginner's mind offers the valuable insights. Interesting. So now I was getting it says here, when in balance, earnest, intelligent, valuable. So I was getting that part, and I was also getting when it's out of balance. So maybe you're vacillating between in and out of balance, because it says conscious and apprehensive. So that's that like protective energy. But let's see what the story is in tarot.
Away, you can't. Your mind has changed. It's going out of way. Yeah, just wait. Cool crush, I love us way.
All right. Now we're gonna, Wheel of Fortune, very nice. I'm gonna do a couple more shuffles, Leo. I just get a good shuffle for you guys. Ooh, seeing a lot of sword energy at the bottom of the deck. One more for you guys. It's very much an innocence too. This song is about that. I remember when it started a cool crush and couldn't miss the target. Moved up there barely with my lips parted. You're barely. Yeah, it's just like that new type of energy. Exactly what this card represents, Earthworm, especially what it says in the book. So the song is in that energy. All right, Spirit. Show me the cards I need to see for the star sign Leo for this current time period. Show me the cards I need to see that represents the star sign Leo for this time period. Show me the card that best represents the star sign Leo for this time period. Show me the cards I need to see that best represents the star sign Leo for this time period. Show me the cards I need to see Holy Spirit that best represents the star sign Leo for this time period. Show me the cards that best represents the star sign Leo for this time period. Show me the cards that best represent Leo. Spirit, show me the card that best represents the star sign Leo for this time period. Show me the cards I need to see. Spirit, show me the cards I need to see that best represents the star sign Leo for this time period. Show me the cards I need to see that best represents the star sign Leo. Spirit, show me the cards I need to see that best represents the star sign Leo for the future energy for the star sign Leo. Show me the cards I need to see. Spirit, show me the card I need to see that best represents the star sign Leo for this time period, the most likely outcome. Show me the card that best represents the most likely outcome for the star sign Leo. Show me the card that best represents this. It's too many. I'll take the top one. And the other one on the bottom. King of Cups on the bottom. Since that wanted to come out, we'll just pull that out. And then we'll look at the story. Since it was on the bottom anyway. All right, so this is how I see this story. I see that in the past you were very anxious about this thing that you're protecting, this new opportunity or this new thing that's happening, and why you're so overly protective about it. And you had, some anxiety about it because we have the Nine of Swords in the past energy. That was past energy. I don't necessarily believe that you're in that energy anymore. I think you came out of that, and that's all right. I mean, maybe you are still in it though. I don't know. It's like a vacillation. It's like you're kind of teetering back and forth between these two things, and that's part of that protective energy. It's like you don't want to lose it. In the present energy, we have the Four of Wands in reverse. So in the upright, this is the solid foundation. It's a 4 card. But in the reverse, it's like you're coming out of what was stable. So maybe there's some transformation and change in your life. And so it's not stabilized as far as your desire or, your passions is, moving that way. But it's okay because the mutual energy between the two of you, or the two parties, or the situation, I should say, is the Chariot. So it is, you're moving forward, even though it's not stable. You're still moving forward. That's very fire sign like. You're still going to move forward. This is the card of Cancer, and these two represent these. It's sometimes horses in traditional Rider-Waite tarot, but in these it's sphinxes. But it's light. It represents light and shadow, and it is. We all have light and shadow, and the only way this chariot can move forward, and not in going a circle, is if both are, the light and shadow are balanced and moving together. That is the only way to do it, okay? That's the mutual energy. So perhaps you should take that into consideration, Leo, because in the future energy we have the star in reverse. In the upright, it is hopes, a very hopeful energy, making a wish, being able to be the light for everyone else, the beacon, I should say, or the light for everyone else. That is what the star represents when it's in the upright. However, it is in the reverse, so it is not very hopeful for this situation. Currently, how you're going about it, perhaps you're protecting it too much and you're blocking the universe from being able to bring this energy into you, because you're so, the earthworm is almost like, or what I was getting off of, it's like a Four of Pentacles, like holding on too tightly to something, and you kind of have to let the flow, let it flow, okay? And then the most likely outcome is, again, not hopeful energy again. It's a Nine of Cups in reverse, so not really getting that wish, not being fulfilled emotionally by this current situation that's going on. It could be with, I have air here, so I have an Aquarius, I have Cancer here, I have some fire energy, and then I have the King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. But below that, I have the Ace of Swords. There's a truth about a King of Cups. So perhaps maybe this shared energy, the King of Cups, and this Chariot, so perhaps it's a Cancer that you're dealing with, Leo. But again, if if this resonates with you, leave it in the comments, especially if this is resonating with you, leave it in the comments, and reach out for a personal reading, and I can answer it if it a more personal level. I can really dig deep and clarify and everything else, and get exactly what is going on there, Leo. So that is the story for Leo. So we're going to go to Sagittarius next. All right, Sagittarius, if you use the timestamp, I do a 5-card spread with tarot, that is, and the first position is the past, second is the present, third is mutual energy between you and the situation or the party, or the party or situation as it were. The fourth is the future, and the fifth is the most likely outcome. But I start with the Spirit Oracle Animal card, and for your general overall energy, because this is a general energy reading. When I was meditating in fire sign energy, Sagittarius, the phrase that came to me was "Cool Crush," and that is what inspired this song. So if you like the song, press the like button. Also share, comment. Also subscribe to the channel. My goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers. I believe that I can do that, and I know you Sagittarius, man, you guys can help me out with that, right? Also, information for personal readings. If this reading resonates with you, that information will be in the description box below. There will also be some of my personal information as far as my Instagram. There'll be some other things as far as like there's a Good Karma donation, or for you if you want to see this channel continue to grow, and for me to continue to bring messages through music through spirit via music for you, Sagittarius. So we're gonna go into shuffling these cards. I'm gonna do a better shuffle than that, and then see what the general energy is for you, Sagittarius. Couple more.
How are you doing, babe? And would you like to take a walk out through the garden? Maybe have a picnic in the forest. Oh wait, you can't. It's just a thing that we can do one day. Your love has changed.
Can't sing that loud. It's pretty late right here. I love to sing, but I don't want to wake people up. All right, that's good enough. All right, so we'll cut the deck. All right, Spirit, show me the card that best represents the star sign Sagittarius at this time period. Show me the card that best represents the star sign Sagittarius for this time period. Show me the card that best represents the star sign Sagittarius for this time period. Ooh. So we have Frog here. So, Frog energy, what I'm getting from this, that's the alchemical sign for water. What I'm getting from this is you're kind of leaping into something. This could be a new area of life that you're leaping into, a new career, a new like a new job or whatever, or just a new outlook on life for this time period. I think it's just you're just leaping, and you're getting showered with good, like you're getting showered with not necessarily attention, but people's well wishes, and I think that's what that is. I think that's raining down on you right now. People are wishing you well on this this new journey, or this new thing that you're taking on or embarking, and that's the energy I get from it. That's what I feel. You're just taking a leap, definitely going to leap forward on something. Perhaps it's even much like the Fool energy, where you're taking a leap of faith into something brand new for you. That's the energy that I'm feeling off this card intuitively. I'm going to go to the book and see what it says in there, because I'm learning. Don't believe I had Frog before, so Frog, clearing, cleansing, healing. The frog and the water element are almost inseparable. The frog spends its first months of life entirely within this healing element, and then emerges to rest on land. But no matter how earthly the frog becomes, its need for cleansing and rejuvenation is regular. Frogs tend to become overworked and undernourished, so it's vital that such sensitive creatures practice self-care. This card serves as a reminder that the water helps us cleanse, forgive, and release. Time to dive in. Frogs aren't meant to carry a heavy load. So clear energy and enthusiasm for life when in balance, and I think that it's a balanced energy is what I'm getting from it. You're definitely, definitely leaping forward into something. All right. We'll shuffle this and we'll see if the tarot is the same way. Ace of Cups. I like that energy for sure, Sag. My daughter is a Sag. Always direct, honest communication, little or no filter, little to no filter. That's all right. That's cool, Sag. I get that. I understand that. I'd rather have that. Duplicity is something that I do not handle well. Duplicity. It's right. It's just be upfront, and you guys are very direct, and you prefer that too. You prefer, like, don't beat around the bush. Don't, just tell me. And I get that, because that's exactly how I am. All right, so we're gonna cut the deck. Spirit, show me the cards that best represent the star sign Sagittarius for this time period. Show me the cards that best represent the star sign Sagittarius. Show me the cards that best represent the star sign Sagittarius for this time period. Spirit, show me the cards that I need to see that best represents the star sign Sagittarius. Show me the card that best represents the star sign Sagittarius for this time period. Spirit, show me the cards that best represents the star sign Sagittarius for this time period. Show me the card that best represents the star sign Sagittarius. Spirit, show me the card that best represents the star sign Sagittarius for this time period. Spirit, show me the cards that best represents the star sign Sagittarius for this time period. cards that best represent the star sign Sagittarius for this time period. Show me the cards that best represent the star sign Sagittarius. Show me the cards that best represents the star sign Sagittarius for this time period. Show me the card that best represents the star sign Sagittarius for this time period. Show me the card that best represents. Whoa. Show me the card that best represents. Ooh, that one's come up. Show me the card that best represents the star sign Sagittarius for this time period. Show me the card that best represents the most likely outcome for the star sign Sagittarius for this time period. Show me the card that best represents the most likely outcome for the star sign Sagittarius. Show me the card that best represents the star sign, or best represents the outcome for the star sign Sagittarius. Spirit, show me the card that best represents the most likely outcome for the star sign Sagittarius. Show me the card that best represents the star sign Sagittarius for this time period. Show me the card that best represents. Ooh. Show me the card that best represents the star sign Sagittarius. There it is. Ooh, Eight of Swords. The bottom of the deck. Ooh-wee. Alright, so let's look and see what this is. Well, this is not very great, so but I'm going to read the story, how it is. I mean, this is how I see it, Sagittarius, and it's not always rainbows and sunshine and, you know, unicorns. But in the past, we have the Knight of Pentacles energy. So this was you were moving slowly towards something that was tangible, and that was the energy that you were in. This knight always wins, though. Represents Virgo. But it's just not, you're not getting there, even though, you know, you're moving, leaping forward in something or whatever. It was a slow movement or whatever. And I still think that people are random, you know, it's so different from the overall energy, from the frog energy. But it was slow moving. That knight always wins the race. That's a good thing about the past energy. But presently you're in this energy of like just really slow, because this is the Knight of Swords in reverse. So normally he's a very quick knight, but in the reverse he's not moving at all. And probably your honesty is or you're just being a little bit more brash, or a little bit more like the things you're saying are as, I don't know, it's kind of not bitter, but like jaded, or words that are jaded a little bit, or words that are a little bit, you know, low blows, so to speak. Words or thoughts. Mutual energy between you and this person or situation, it might be a situation, not a person, is the World in reverse. So this is not completing the cycle. This is not, it's usually like a cycle card, or it represents like things coming or travel. So it's not moving. The cycle isn't ending, and it's kind of like you're in a little bit of a loop with this, you know, this opportunity or whatever, this thing that is in your presence right now between you and the other person. Unfortunately, in the future, it's going to put you in a Nine of Swords energy. Because of that, you're just going to be high anxiety. This is like high mental activity. But remember that it's just, it's kind of illusionary. It's illusion. it's not real energy that, like the anxiety that you're feeling from this situation is not very necessary, is what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying that, I'm not downplaying anxiety in any way, but I'm just saying that for this particular situation that I'm picking up from the collective of Sagittarius, is I don't think it's something that you should, ruminate over, or like, I don't believe it is that serious. I think you're making more out of it. That's what I'm feeling from it. And the most likely outcome is that of indecision. From not making the decision, or just, it not being quick enough for you, or it's being slow, or there's no, ending or conclusion to it, because it's kind of spinning or whatever, or because it's kind of stuck. Is what that energy is. It's stuck. That's the word that just wouldn't come to me. It's stuck energy, and that is why you'll be in this in the future energy, be in this 2 of Wands in reverse. It's just not making a decision to move one way or the other. And at the bottom of the deck we have the 8 of Swords. So that again is like, it's the 8 of Swords. If you look at the card, she has a blindfold on, but it's barely on her head. And these 8 swords, if she took the blindfold off, she could walk right out of this mental cage. Okay? So it's just, that's what I meant by it. It's not, you go from the 9 to the 8, and I guess that's okay, but at the same time, it's not real. It's not something that is really going to hold you back. So that's what I get from it. But again, if you want to leave a comment in the comments or whatever, and tell me your story, if this resonated a little bit with you, or resonated at all with you, and you can get a personal reading so that I can answer it more in a concise manner for your individual concerns. All right. Well, thank you very much, Sagittarius, and the rest of the the rest of the fire signs, for joining my channel. Again, like, share, subscribe to the channel. My goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers, and I believe that I can do that. And all the other information will be in the description box below. Love and blessings, and love, light, and a whole bunch of blessings, and namaste.